Today, we are at the Porsche Experience Center in Atlanta, Georgia, and we're going to be driving this 911 GT3 with the Manthey package. What is the Manthey Racing package, you ask? Well, it is an aerodynamics and suspension package for track driving. If you want to take your GT3 to the next level, excuse the airplane, this stands as a nice middle ground between the standard GT3, which we have parked right here, and the GT3 RS. Now, the Manthey package isn't cheap. It costs $57,300, and the optional forged wheels are $15,500. And you can see they've been lightened because there's less material here. It's been bored out, and it still retains its strength, but they look a little bit different from the standard GT3 wheels, which have more aluminum in them and therefore more weight. I believe these forged wheels save around 40 pounds of unsprung weight between all four corners. We also have upgraded stainless steel brake lines, toe attachment points front and rear, canards, Manthey branded kick plates in here, carbon fiber of course, and this much more aggressive rear wing, which ties in with the aero wheel covers and a more aggressive rear diffuser as well. So all said and done, this makes the GT3 about 4.1 seconds faster around the Nürburgring, which is pretty substantial. We have stiffer spring rates in the front, slightly softer spring rates in the rear. I believe the fronts are 11% stiffer, rears are around 8% softer, somewhere around there. We're gonna go drive this on the track, give you guys some driving impressions, show you what this is capable of. We also have a more aggressive track alignment here. It's about 1.5 degrees of negative camber on the front. Not a whole lot, but you can really feel that contact patch from the tire. The new 992 GT3 has double wishbone front suspension, which really gives you a much more direct, responsive, and a higher traction front end, especially on turning. No changes in power. We still have the 4-liter flat six that makes 500 horsepower. This car is a PDK car, so it's got the 7-speed dual clutch. You can option the Manthey package with a manual car, but if you're doing a lot of track work, chances are you're gonna want the PDK. It's just faster, it's more intuitive on the racetrack, but if you want the extra involvement, yes, you can get it with a manual. I think the selling point of this package over something like the GT3 RS is that this is a slightly more practical car that maybe you would want to drive to the track. The GT3 RS has a huge radiator in the front, taking up all the frunk space. This has a front trunk, which is very nice. Of course, we have the Porsche carbon ceramic brakes. We get all of the other amazing bits from the standard GT3, but you can see a lot of subtle differences here with the Manthey package. This is my first time driving a GT3 on track, so we're gonna get comfortable, we're gonna learn the course, and we're gonna have a good time. The crazy thing about this is anyone can come out and book this driving experience out here at PCATL. So kind of cool that Porsche invited us out to drive these cars today. Later on, we're gonna be driving a 911 Turbo and a 911 GT3 on the both west and south course. They're combining the tracks, so stay tuned for that video. But in this video, we're just gonna be focusing on this Manthey Racing GT3 package. And oh boy, it drives awesome. Let's hop inside and we'll show you guys what it can do. We've got Chris riding right seat with us. We've already been out for one session, so I'm a little bit acquainted with the track. We'll kind of get recalibrated, get the car warmed back up. But let's start things up here. Find the right driving position. Carbon racing buckets do have a little bit of adjustability to them. You can move them up and down slightly.
And we're clear. Build yourself up. Tires shouldn't be that cold, obviously. Car's warmed up, so we're good there, but warm yourself up.
Yep.
Looking left.
Cold brain, cold tires.
Sometimes taking a little bit of time to reflect will get you that much better, because now you know what you want.
That's right, I've had a break.
Looking left for that beautiful straightaway. Nice flow out. Rolling in, looking for the exit.
Turning is so direct on these new GT3s with the double wishbone front suspension. You get so much feedback.
Little brake, off brake. And we're just dropping 10 miles an hour, if that.
got a carousel.
Always.
It's going right instead of left, but it's still super fun. I heard in LA that didn't make it as bumpy as they should have initially, so they had to add some undulation to it.
Oh, that's hilarious. Looking for the top of the hill as we build the power up. Keep building, there you go, keep building. Sustain as you crest. Ready? Already rolling in, there you go. Remember to carry over the white line with me. A little bit of power. Now a little left, there you go. Sustain it as you go over the top. Beautiful flow. It's like 5 corners together.
Oh, I love it.
Yes.
And the little somersault your stomach does at the end.
Yes. Looking through. This car and this course, you can really get into a rhythm for sure.
Yeah. It's so good.
And we're in. Look for the hilltop as we go. There you go. Working the throttle. Braking already. Get that left on that rumble. Exit on the rumble as well with the left front. Beautiful. Make that as big as you can. Keep going. Little brake, off, let it flow. Keep going, there you go, using that suspension. Couple downshifts, there it is. Trying to be tight to me, powering out to you. Beautiful. Braking early, start rolling in as you roll off brake, and flow off, there you go. Sustain what you got, roll in, there it is. Braking hard, lots of nice. Hopefully you can X through those. There you go, keep building, it's not going to shift, keep going. And braking. Looking left, there you go, there's that hill.
What an amazing car. Just incredible. There's not a lot where you feel this connected.
There's the line.
Yeah. The relationship between your inputs, throttle, on, off, the way it changes the balance of everything.
Yeah, it's almost like braille through the steering wheel.
It really is.
Don't worry about that, keep cruising. There you go. Back to me. Getting it straight. Drop it down. And we're in. Carry wide. There you go. Just the coach warming up. He'll get out of our way off the straight.
Yeah.
Left front into those rumbles, there you go. And then exit on the rumbles, making that chicane as big as possible. So you hopefully with the steering can exit through there. So it'll let you pass, so you can go to the outside.
The sound is that those revs build is just insane.
Brakes. One big turn. Price control the power. Pull it by side. There you go. Drop it down. There we go. Look for the end. Lots of time. One downshift off. Turn in. Power it out to
fast. Add in the rear steer too, and it just kind of
really helps so you can
nice.
keep your hand position locked where it needs to be,
Yep.
helping you be that much smoother, that much more flow.
so blind. I love it.
Nice trail in. Got time. Stay X with it again, and we're in. There you go. Looking for the straight, open it up, and out. Just a little off. Nice and wide to you. You got it. Yes. Decent little brake off, and we're in. Try to stay tight. There you go. Way to hold that back end. Brakes, and you're in already. There you go.
Oh, I love it.
Lots of time. Perfect. Might be getting some wind at the top of that hill as well.
Okay.
And out. That's maybe what you're feeling sometimes.
Yep.
Brake off. Sustain as you go. There it is. Keep going. Decent little brake. Feel the upset. Sustain as you try to make the turn. No. There you go. Roll in and through. There you go. Stay in it a little longer. And I'll come out. There
Yeah,
you
that way
go.
you're not
Yes.
jumping over that bump.
Yeah, you can feel it.
Sets you up better for this
I
corner.
thought you felt it. I just
Yeah.
want to make sure. Nice job. Nice job. It wants you to be better. It wants you to be faster because it wants to do it. This is its playground. Nice line. Looking all the way to the end. Yes. Decent brake. 2 downshifts. There they are. Control the power. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, that felt a lot better.
Let's do a cool down lap.
Cool.
We're at that 1201. How you feeling? Good?
Chris, that was awesome.
Nice. Getting
Yeah.
a lot more lean in this car.
Yeah.
Especially trusting it at what we call the tail of the dragon, the downhill S's.
Yep.
Putting more lateral lean, which is, of course, mechanical grip.
Yeah.
We're not an aero car, even though we do got some cool extra aero for downforce, but we're not Formula One. So, nice job. Way to adapt, way to feel, and try to change little things. That's the beauty part.
Yeah, this session was really about just kind of fine tuning, playing around with some different lines, pushing a little bit harder, but still trying to maintain the right line. So
Yes, I mean, there is the ideal dance move, the right
Sure.
line, but maybe earlier turn it just to see what does the car feel like. Oh, it liked that, or it didn't, and then going for a later or a wider or
Yep.
tighter into this hairpin, all these things and stuff, and feeling what the car likes and doesn't like, so you can maximize it. You were doing a great job learning that. Same with like the exit of the carousel, or the little less braking as you realize, oh, I could trust the suspension and the alignment to get me through these S's at a little bit higher rate of speed.
Yeah, you feel a little bit of downforce through here too. I mean, it's you're coming along at a pretty good
Downforce
clip.
is definitely doing stuff.
Yeah, this course is so much fun too. Like, it is just a riot. It flows so nicely.
Yes.
There's so much feedback from these cars too. I mean,
The feedback is immense.
yeah, it's amazing.
Borderline reminds me of, well, a lot of race cars are that way, but like going back to like karting. So, kart's just literally, there's no suspension, so it's all feedback, right?
Yep. Well, the ride's not overly stiff. I mean, obviously the suspension was developed for smooth tracks,
Right.
but it's just so controllable and so easy to kind of place and know exactly what the car is doing. It really talks to you a lot.
Yes.
And later today we'll compare this, see how it compares to the regular GT3 , but that was incredible.
When you go down to the other course with the other GT3, it's literally going to be like, you just feel it. There's the patches with the tarring.
That's right.
In the middle, like
that's a lot rougher.
Because it's acting more like a backcountry road, where there's a track. And for guests that have come over, and we have lots of guests that come here, you know, once a year sometimes, and I've been with some of them multiple times, is they literally said we went from backcountry road to a full track, or novice to expert. They're like, there was no, we're going to intermediate in between. It was simple, bam, here you go, right? And that's why we have it, because we have the different RSs come out, GT3 with Manthey now. So all these things to where we needed a course for these cars.
Yeah, the grip is immense.
Otherwise, you're holding them back over there. So this is so much nicer.
Yeah, no, it's great. Great, man. That was awesome. That was super fun. Wow, what a car. All right, guys. Well, hopefully you enjoyed that video. Thanks to Chris for taking us around and just being an awesome instructor today. You guys always are great to work with out at either PCLA or PC Atlanta.
You can say we're better.
Yeah,
I know.
You guys are killing it.
Great. I love the guys out there. I've met and worked with quite a few of them before.
Yeah.
They're all good people. We're all just passionate. We want you to be faster, obviously.
Sure, yeah, I know you're pushing.
So,
it's great.
And we just love the cars, love the course, and why not share it?
And it's so cool that people could just drive these cars, because what other opportunity are, you know, some people going to have? It's just, it's incredible. So, yeah, very cool. Shut it off. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes.
All right, well, that was a drive in the 911 GT3 with the Manthey package. My chest is still pounding. My heart is beating. What an adrenaline rush. That was insane. Props to Chris for really getting me to push out there on track. And, you know, after the second session, I feel like I really had my lines down. This car is incredible. It absolutely just chatters away to you. The feedback is unlike anything else on sale today. The way it just lets you get the most out of the car and the conditions and the racetrack, it feels like it drives like a race car. It's such a cliche thing to say, but more so than the standard GT3, this Manthey package just makes you feel a little bit more connected to everything that's going on. The enhanced aerodynamics, the retuned suspension, the brake fittings, it all just kind of results in a more confidence-inspiring experience. And if you're doing heavy track work and you want to maintain that factory Porsche warranty, this might be a cool option to go for if you've got $57,000 in your pocket and you want to spend it on something cool. So the forged wheels are a surprisingly expensive option, but you can see where they've done the weight savings, and it is a very cool look. Altogether, a lot of these little tiny changes, they all add up to make for a better driving experience on track. It's up to you to feel if it's worth it, but gosh, what an experience today. It was a blast taking you guys along for the ride, and a check off of my bucket list of being able to drive a GT3 on track, and what an amazing experience driving a Manthey Racing package GT3 as my first one. So later on this afternoon, we'll spend some time in the GT3 and 911 turbos. I would like to take this out on the low friction course and do a little bit of sliding it around. Of course, we'll also take it out on the Hanley course. Porsche is going to be combining the west and south tracks here at PEC Atlanta for us. So we're going to be able to experience a long, over 3 mile long course in this GT3 later this afternoon. However, that will be a separate video. So anyway, stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments. I'll put some more details on this Manthey Racing package in the description, and I'll see you guys later. Take care. Whew, what a day.